Hello, hello, good evening. Happy Wednesday, hump day, right in the middle of the work week. Shout out to all my entrepreneurs. Yet again, we have another amazing business and focus spotlight series. Thanks to our amazing sponsors, Fulton Bank. And I have Tiana Lawson from Fulton Bank here to hang out with me. Tiana, where you at? Where am I going? Well, I was going to say, Tiana, wait a minute. Hi, Tiana, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Good evening, everyone. We at Fulton Bank, we're proud to partner with Radio One on this wonderful program in which we shine a spotlight on prominent African American businesses and minority owned and operated businesses in the Baltimore area. These businesses are pushing the business community forward in their respective disciplines. Here at Fulton, we strive to go beyond expectations and to help change the lives for better every day, whether it's helping people get on the right financial track or providing businesses with resources they need to grow. We are here to assist. Each month, we are saluting businesses and business leaders that are aligned with Fulton Bank's vision and goals, and in return, helping our communities thrive. Remember, serving the community leads to great business. To learn more about us, make sure you visit fultonbank.com. Also, check our Fulton Forward page. That shares more on our focus and how we connect with the community. With that, please enjoy this evening's discussion with one of our wonderful business owners, Mr. Jaime Paniagua, founder, president, and CEO of Paniagua Enterprises Incorporated, and Mrs. Robin Cornish-Paniagua, vice president of Enterprises Incorporated. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tiana. And thank you so much again to Fulton Bank. Welcome on in. Look at this power couple right here. First of all, I'm so excited when I was reading your bio and it's everybody that you have worked with. I was like, okay, well, let's get into it then, because you have worked with some huge companies. Let's see, from AT&T, ADT, BGE, Comcast, Johns Hopkins, University of Maryland, Reginald F. Lewis Museum. That's not it. There's so many huge companies you have worked with. And when you talk about, congratulations, of course, because you are owed all of that, that comes with a lot, right? It's a starting point to start to say, I'm going to build this company from ground and bring it up here and have all these other companies really support us and trust that we're going to make their buildings look amazing and sustain it. What was your starting point?
Robert?
Robert? Who are we going to go with, Robert or Jaime?
Well, yeah, Persia, Tiana, thanks for having us. It's a really pleasure to be here and kind of share our story here in Baltimore. As you can see, I'm an immigrant from Mexico. Been living in Baltimore for the last 35 years. Mm-hmm. And necessity kind of make me start a business, looking at the fact that there were not many opportunities for people like us to find a stable job back in 89, 90. I decided to start the company and provide opportunities to people like us. And we found this in Baltimore City, and we still have our headquarters in Baltimore City. So we created here in this greatest, for me, the greatest city in the United States. So again, the necessity to make us kind of think outside the box for many years, and instead of looking at the opportunities to work for companies as a subcontractor, we was looking more into how can we become competitive to other companies that work for the transnationals, the 500 companies, right? So our mentality always was to become better than a small company and kind of really go after bigger opportunities, because we find out that if we have a bigger opportunity and better pay work, we can provide better pay for our people, our workers, our employees, our team. So that was the thinking always on the company. Of course, we struggle like every company. It took a lot time to put it together, especially working late every night and trying to figure out how to make it work. Uh, and then, trying to get financing. That was one of those things that, as a small companies, it's always hard to get. So, we had to learn how to save our own money to kind of continue investing within the company. And we're still doing that as today, right? But that was the initiation of the company. And from there, we learned how to work and provide those services to these large companies that help us word to mouth to refer us to others that they could be used our services, right? And so that's
Absolutely.
the beginning.
Yeah, no, that's great because we need to know about the beginnings because everybody hears the success stories. They don't hear the starting point. They don't hear where the CEO and the founders where they have come from. So I'm so excited. I mean, at this point, although you're from Mexico, you're a Baltimorean now. I mean, you've been here for 35 years. I mean, you're from Baltimore City now at this point. So we're excited to have a Baltimorean this successful with this and keep going. And I want to make sure I add this in because I know Tiana, I don't think she spoke about it in the beginning and the intro, but you have a full service telecommunications and utility engineering design and construction company.
That's
So
correct.
you have done it for all these amazing companies and you talked about finances. Of course, our amazing sponsor, Fulton Bank, has a ton of banking options for small businesses and commercial, of course, corporate, nonprofit investing. But when you started your company, what type of financial planning did you have? What steps did you have, like this money set aside? How did you start off financially supporting your company? And would you have done anything different?
Well, no, we start with nothing. As an immigrant, I came here with $100 in my pocket, and,
Mm-hmm.
and we built it from one job at a time, and we learned to be self-sufficient, to push 10-20% of our income into savings,
Oh,
and,
okay.
and be prepared for what it was next. We didn't know what was next, but it was great to have the habit of saving money, and saving that money kind of help us to get to the next chapter. And every time we would need a tool, we was able to acquire those tools. So I
Mm-hmm.
learned from the beginning of our business that you want to own your own tools, right? You
Yeah.
want to own your own truck. You want to have some type of leverage that you can work with the people that you may ask for money. So that was one of the best tools that I was taught as well, and I learned how to save. And thanks to that, we were able to go after some financing with the old Wachovia back in the day and those old banks that they were there, and they help us somewhat to continue growing. And of course, now talking about Fulton, this is one of our best partners the last 10 years here. That happened to help us to get to the next higher level.
Mm-hmm.
Something that we excited to talk more about it because a couple of great things has happened to us the last 3 months on to move into a national level now. Not just
Oh,
not the Mid Atlantic only, but we're gonna be on the national level competing with other contractors up there, right?
yep.
Uh, and Robin can talk more about that, but the habit was to always become self-sufficient because we know back then was really hard for us to get loans for small companies, especially minority companies. We had to prove so much in order for us to get those loans. But through my life, I think through our life, we've been blessed that we have met some folks there that they put some interest on us, and they saw something different on us to be able to help us out. And I have a long list of people that I would have to say thank you, and they know who they are, and they always been there for us, and they're still there for us, right? We get with them, and they always ask, "What else can we do for you to help you out?" Right? So there is a lot of other people up there too. So don't them get me wrong. There's a lot of people up there trying to help minority companies like us. It's just hard to connect and
Mm-hmm.
kind of learning from your show. This is a great tool to start utilizing to exploit and tell people the entire story. What did you show about it? And make sure that the people understand that you're trying to connect folks with folks, and that's a great thing. Baltimore needs us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So thank you again.
Absolutely. And thank you for being a part of this. Robin, Jaime said you could talk more about this big success story. Let's talk about this big advancement that's going on. I'm nosy and I love good congratulations.
Well, thank you so much. And, Tiana, we are very grateful for Tiana and Fulton Bank.
Yes.
Because it is true. Yes, Jaime established the business 30 years ago. We are husband and wife, and I started working with him about 15 years ago, 12 years ago. And, I came into the company to help grow the company, but he had he already had an amazing vision, the foundation. And then, looking 12 years later, we're moving into our next chapter. And we're talking to Fulton Bank again to help us move to the next level. And what that entails is, we're Baltimore based, we're Maryland based, and we've always worked for, as Jaime mentioned, large multinational or nationwide companies. We've always dreamed of not moving out of Baltimore, but expanding our footprint so that we can do the same thing that we're doing in Baltimore in 10, 12, 20 different other cities. By fortune or fate, that is what we're looking at. We've been presented an opportunity to expand our footprint, partner with Fulton Bank again, partner with another amazing company that will basically allow us to provide turnkey services. So typically we're utility telecommunications, construction, and maintenance company. But now we're moving into the engineering and design realm, where we can provide a turnkey solution, and we can control the project from start to finish, and we can provide our customer better solutions, because we are taking not only it's not all reward, but we're taking the risk, but we're always committed to our customers to provide quality and safety to our industry, because it's not an easy industry.
Yeah.
It really requires a lot of time and talent and people who are really I guess versed and engrossed into what we do, because it's telecommunication. It's also people's lives that we build infrastructure. And so everything that we do, we impact our communities, whether good or bad. We want it to be good, where when we come in, we build the solution, and our community is the beneficiary of that. So we are looking forward to helping other businesses, helping people in our community, so that we can employ great talent and give people opportunities, the opportunities that people have afforded us.
Right.
And we're just looking for, being able to connect with other businesses and employees, people who want to come and work with us. That's one of our key motives right now. We're expanding into Idaho, Arizona, Florida. I'm actually in Florida. That's why we're not in the same place.
I thought y'all were at work, still working right now. I'm like, look, they're so busy. They're still working.
No, Jaime's
working. Okay.
I'm working as well.
Oh, Jaime, don't do that. See?
All right.
Yeah, so we're setting up an office here in Florida. Jaime is going to be in Idaho in a couple weeks. So that, that is the trajectory. And it's not something that, of course, we dream of, but it's, you have to seize the moment, carpe diem, right? When it comes to you, an opportunity is presented to you. Of course, you want to do your due diligence and look at your pros and cons, but give it a chance. It's an opportunity. That's what opportunity is. Yeah. And so we this was not something that we planned. Even when we found out about this, it wasn't something really concrete in the making, but we are on the cusp of something really big.
I'm excited for it. And earlier you talked about you looking for different people, especially minorities, to add to your team. What are you looking for, and how can people get into the business right now? What do you need?
Our needs are really truly people who are willing to learn and work. Jaime has a saying that, I don't need people who are experts in the field because, a lot of people have different ways of doing things. Every company is different. Every person is different, but we want everybody to come to Paniagua's and learn our processes, our culture, and just good people. Attracting good talent is our main focus. People who are willing to learn and to work. If you are trained and skilled in our industry, people who work in our industry know that we need crew leaders, we need laborers, we need foremen. The construction industry, people who are willing to go out, work hard in Maryland. It's weather. You have to deal with you have to work in all climates. Hot.
Yeah.
We don't work in snow because it's it's not safe.
Right.
But if it's hot, it's cold, we work. We don't lay off. We work 12 months a year, 5 days a week, sometimes weekends, sometimes 7 days a week. So we need hard workers. We need people who will be committed to growing with us. And we are committed to our employees. We provide training. We provide full benefits. We provide good pay.
Like the benefits.
Yeah. So we know our people are our best asset, and we strive to really take care of our people and ensure that both their work and their life are balanced, and providing them opportunities to grow and to flourish within our company.
What advice would the Paniaguas give to up and coming entrepreneurs, those who are in the startup stages of a business like yours? Or how many, like when you started, like what advice would you have loved to receive to help you progress?
I guess the biggest things that we need to do is to if you had that vision to create something, stick with the vision.
Mm-hmm.
Don't deviate because somebody told you that it's not worth it, right? And that's the funniest thing about life, right? You learn after you did it that that was just those rocks in front of you that tried to stop you. But if you stay focused and stay true to what you're trying to do, you can make it happen. This is United States, right? And this is where dreams come true for real. Because I can tell you, how I was able to do it, and I'm still doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So the best advice that I can give is that, the one that I wish I have is that I should save more money, so they could be a little faster.
Fulton
Right?
Bank will help us with that.
Yeah, well, thank God that we were able to meet with Fulton 10 years ago. That is another great story to talk about it. We met on a network meeting, and then everything just took off from there, right?
Nice.
So, but again, I think you have to stay true to your dream. I listen to people talking about, if you go to college and this and that, and if you stay strong in that, you can maybe be a lawyer, a doctor, or whatever. Yeah, it is true for some people, but there is other ways to build your own business, right? And the other advice that I would give a business owners that want to create their own business, you kind of want to target the things that we don't like to do, right? Like I don't like the car wash thing. So that is a business that somebody will hire you to do.
Yeah.
I don't like to clean my yard. Well, there's another business. So if you start kind of looking at those things that we kind of don't like to do, there's a true business up there for somebody. And these businesses are really good business that you can make $1 million a year with no problem. You just have to be able to stay patient on your growth as well. The average business takes 3 to 5 years to verify that will be a good business or bad business. And your profit will be pick up 7 years later. That's the part that, as small owners, we don't understand that though, because we're thinking that working hard, we won't be able to make some money so quick. Unless you have a great idea like Apple, Mr. Cook, or whatever,
Elon
okay.
Musk. Yeah.
Yeah, some of those guys, but we're not that, right? So
Right.
gotta be realistic about that. So you gotta be patient, and if you stay focused on that, you will make it happen.
Mm.
You definitely will make it happen. It's like you going to college for 5, 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
If you invest 5, 7 years of your life in a business, you want to make more than the doctor and the lawyer.
Yeah.
So that's something to think about, right?
Yeah, and you're a testimony of that. I mean, just of course to work with so many phenomenal, huge corporations, you're a testimony that you can start, like you said, from nothing, and you were just taking money from your checks and your savings and using that to start your business. And here you are, we're working with Fulton Bank, and you're doing different things for AT&T and BGE, Reginald F. Lewis Museum. Like, you have all these different corporations you're now working with. So that is a huge testimony. Also, you guys do great things in the community as well. So you're not just a business that is out for money. You're a business that is really to help our community and our culture. And I can appreciate that. And I'm very thankful for that too.
Thank you.
Thank you. And,
You
and
are
yes,
welcome.
we big supporters of our local colleges. We was talking about Morgan State yearly, and I've been supporting Morgan for the past 25 years. That's one of those great colleges that, they need help back then, and they're doing great now. And it's excited to see that, some of our kind of related business that we do, like engineering, is being taught not just in Morgan, but even in Coppin State that we support. So just to learn that, now these opportunities are there for us, especially technology that's going to be huge in the future, because we are more like a technology company than a construction company. And
Okay.
some folks kind of misunderstand sometimes who we really are, but we build networks for communications, right? The last 7 years, we've been working for a company called Crown Castle that dedicate themselves to build network for T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, and Sprint back then, before they sold out. So we've been working with them the last 7 years in Baltimore City, putting these 5G antennas. And Baltimore was one of the first cities that actually have 5G systems in the nation.
Mm-hmm.
And I can say that I'm proud that we did that.
Yes.
Right? So we built that network ourselves, with these partners. And again, and the greatest thing about it is that we always tell our team, you have to understand what you're truly doing here. Like Robin stated, you helping your own community become successful by just working hard, putting this together for the community and the client, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But we're doing this for our communities. Indirectly, we help in our communities. And that's a great feeling.
It's an amazing feeling. It's very important to have that as well. For people who want to get in touch with you, either to use your services or to start a career with you, where can they go?
So I think
Paniaguas.net. www.paniaguas.net. You can apply online. We have an information, outreach email box that we get, the central organization where we receive that information, and we will respond.
And there is a phone number that's scrolled in the bottom.
Yep, the little ticker.
485-9327. They can call anytime, leave a message, or if we're not there, but somebody always pick the phone and take time to answer any questions. And we are very open door company policy, including my door. So people can just walk into the office and apply right there. We don't reject anybody from applying anytime during the day. So we don't have a specific time that you can only apply, right?
Yes.
Just like Robin stated, the opportunity is there. So we try to do the same thing for folks, right? The opportunity is right there for you to take a chance with us, and hopefully we can take it as far as we can together, right?
The sky's the limit. Congratulations on everything. Will you be working with EV charging stations?
We are. We gained a contract almost a year ago.
Oh, nice.
So we've been placing those EV charging. Client is Blink. Is I think the second largest supplier of EV chargers in
Mhm.
United States. This a relationship with Star kind of slow, but it's moving along, and we're excited to do some of that green energy as well. We're looking now into solar panels as well, and some other type of energy industry that we may start is a little stronger in Florida because the hurricane season and all that kind of require more help up there. So we're working towards that. Overall, we want to do more of the technology type of stuff, right? That help us provide better paid jobs. Actually, that's ultimately the biggest thing, right? So if we go after these markets that pay better, we can pay a lot better our people. That's one of my biggest goals always.
Well, listen, from Idaho to Florida, back to Baltimore City, and anywhere in between, we're excited for PEI and everything you have going on. We appreciate you, and we're thankful that we have a company and a couple like you, a power couple to look up to and say, hey, they did it, they're doing it, and we can do it too. So we're thankful for you. We're also thankful for Fulton Bank for being our sponsor, and also using their platform and resources to help us, and also to help you too. Your testimony that it's a great bank and they can help out small businesses, big businesses, and beyond. So again, give them the website that everybody can go to. I know it's ticker at the bottom. Some people just like to kind of hear it.
That's www.paniaguas.net, and the contact number is 410-485-9327. And we're located right on Bel Air Road, 2318 Bel Air Road, Baltimore, Maryland, right next to Clifton Park. So we're here. We're here to stay, and we want to grow with our community.
And they said you can pull up on them and apply right on the spot too. So
Absolutely.
tomorrow, pull up on them. All right, have a great night. I'll talk to you soon, and thank you for everything.
Thank you so much.